contenders. From the USA, Dave Waddington, one of America's top-line powerlifters. From the Netherlands, Arb Wolders, who's currently Holland's strongest man. From Kenya, Pius Oching, one of his country's best-ever Olympic lifters. From Iceland, the showman John Paul Sigmarsson, last year's runner-up. Canada's representative is Daniel Poulin, arm wrestler and professional strongman. West Germany competing in the massive shape of champion lifter Rudolf Kuster. From Sweden and on home ground, jazz-loving powerlifter Yngve Gustafsson. And from Britain, the man they'll all have to beat, Jeff Capes, currently the world's strongest man. And we, like the competitors, have travelled to a wintry Sweden and a place called Mora, a round-the-year holiday resort in the Siljan region, 150 snowy miles northeast of Stockholm. Every year, Mora is the destination for skiers, hikers and climbers from all over Europe. It's famous for hosting the Vasalopp, the international cross-country ski race. In 1985, Mora is a busy, modern place, but it still retains many attractive features from the past, like this handsome steam engine, once the main link to the outside world. The whole area is dominated by Lake Siljan, created when a meteorite struck the region 300 million years ago, which, like the rest of Mora, is frozen over right now. And the first event for the Daft Trucks Trophy is, quite naturally, the truck pull. 2 8-ton trucks there, so the strongmen will be competing in pairs. They'll be pulling these trucks along 30 metres of icy, snowy ground. The conditions are very taking on the local hero, Yngve Gustafsson, a security guard from Stockholm. Now remember, each of these trucks weighs 8 tons, and hard-packed snow is a surface that's never been used before in this competition. But Pius Oching is getting a good foothold now. He's only 5.5 feet tall and 15.5 stone. That's pretty small by strongmen standards. He's 25, he lives in Nairobi, and he's Kenya's outstanding Olympic-style powerlifter. Well, Yngve Gustafsson used to be a sprinter at school, and now he's trying to sprint and pull a truck at the same time. He's doing well, though, but he's a much slower man than Oching. Pius got into a good towing action there, almost strolling to the finishing line, and he gets there in 47 seconds, I make it. And Yngve Gustafsson marches in. His time, 1 minute and 16 seconds. Yngve Gustafsson to throw. And he fails because the caber must somersault end over end. Rudy's currently 5th overall, so he really needs to build up some points now. Well, apart from heaving rocks around, Rudy's other interests include microelectronics and computers. In fact, he's taught himself the basics of several languages on a computer the size of a wristwatch. He's got it onto his chest. Now, can he lock those arms out above his head? No, that 100-kilo rock is just too much for Rudy Kuster. And Sigmarsson, ever the showman, seems to be thoroughly enjoying this event as well. But can he stay with Capes? Absolute concentration as he prepares for that lockout up above. Yes, he's done it. And it's body beautiful time. So the pair are still deadlocked with only 2 rocks left. It's time for tack. They're very distinctive in their looks, and they've become one of the national symbols of Sweden. And the particular horse that the strongmen are going to lift now is this one. It weighs 25 kilos. That's about 56 pounds. And if you think that's not very heavy, it's about the same weight as this young lady here, 10-year-old Sora Bood, who lives in this part of Sweden, and she weighs about 4 stone. So imagine holding 4 stone out in front of you. There is one compensation, though, for the strong men. Whoever holds this up for the longest gets to keep it as a gift from the local people. Some of the locals are braving temperatures of -16 to watch this event, though not all of them can keep their eyes open. As we join the contest, it's the turn of the local man Yngve Gustafsson. Quite an entrance.
Go!
Well, the rules of this event are very simple. His shoulders and backside must stay up against the post, and his arms must stay at 90 degrees. And the clock goes on as the pain starts building up all around his arms and his shoulders and down his back. And no more, says Yngve. 26 seconds is his time. The horse gets a friendly pat, but I don't think he'll be taking it. Well, they do say that music has charms to soothe the savages. Here's some traditional folk music at the end of a very hard day, and a welcome opportunity for competitors and fishers alike to relax and to put aside the worries of tomorrow. With true Swedish hospitality, the mayors and local dignitaries of the 5 communes of the Mora area are giving a party in honour of the competitors. Most convivial atmosphere, we can see the other side of the strongmen. There's plenty of good humour and rapport amongst these giants, and they've got no trouble in lifting the language barrier.
On behalf of the Siljan Group, representing the towns around the Lake Siljan and the city of Mora, I would like to wish you all very welcome to our part of the world.
It's the sleigh push. The course is 80 metres long. Each sleigh has 2 passengers and ballast to make up a total of 400 kilos. In Heat 1, the lineup is nearest the camera O'Ching, then Gustafsson, Quister and Wolders.
Ready!
There are 2 heats, so it's the winners and the 2 fastest losers who qualify for the final. And it's Quister on the left and Ab Wolders who are setting the pace. And Wolders is really going, he's pulling ahead. And he finishes first with Quister second, Gustafsson third, and Pius O'Ching coming in way behind him fourth. Push. And what happens now is that the competitors, in pairs, have got to carry these blocks. Each one weighs about 70 kilos, that's about 10 stone. There are 8 of these blocks altogether. Carry them across and dump them on the flatbed of this lorry. And it's against the clock. In this round, it's the German Rudi Kuster against the Swede Yngve Gustafsson, who dearly loved to win something in front of his home crowd. Stamina is what this event is all about. Now, these boys must keep momentum going, even though it means battling through the pain barrier. But at least the blocks are all the same shape, and they're reasonably easy to handle if you're a contender for the world's strongest man. If you're not, well, just forget it. Anyway, should they drop one of these ice blocks and smash it, well, they'll have to go back again and pick up another one. The crowd urging Yngve on, but he looks as though he's tired. I bet he'll never take ice in anything again. And Rudi Kuster on his last block now. He's finishing as he started at a cracking pace. And his time was 56 seconds and no breakages. Leaping ahead now in time, and Gustafsson struggles in with his last block. It'll be a slow time, 2 minutes and 44 seconds. For an event in which he can shine. Wolders and Sigmarsson looking on intently because they all know there's a high injury risk in this event because of the lack of a grip on those logs. Can he knock out those arms? Nope, the log rolls forward, but he's trying again. Sadly, he's out of time, so now only 3 minutes. And now we come to the final event of this World Championship, and for the first time we've got man-to-man combat between 8 of the greatest strongmen on Earth. And they're using this strange piece of apparatus for the test. It's a test that many of us lesser men may have tried from time to time in our lives, but not to this level. So stand by for some real excitement with the arm wrestling. And although he hasn't done well in the competition, the former Canadian arm wrestling champion Daniel Poulain must be highly fancied in this event as Kuster and Gustafsson take up their positions.
That's better. Take the straight. Go.
Well, a quite amazing performance from both men there. That bout took just over a minute, which I think that really is So the final scoreboard tells the story. Jeff Capes, the old campaigner, beaten at last by the power of Dutchman Aab Wolders and by the superb John Paul Sigmarsson, who never finished any event lower than third. The celebrations are already underway as Mr. Louis Hogeveen, the Managing Director, International Division DAF Trucks, presents the trophy to this important Icelander, John Paul Sigmarsson, the world's strongest man.
Body language. Body language.